Somerset stumble after 4 for Siraj on debut. All eyes will be on Edgbaston this week. Defending champions Warwickshire have slipped into the relegation places and face Somerset just 7 points above them. A relegation dogfight is on the cards. This could be a season-defining match for both sides. The Bears were bolstered by the additions of Mohammed Siraj and Defiant and it was the former who wasted little time making his mark for them. Imam al-Haq out caught behind for 5. The score was 17 for 1 from the opening 12 overs when rain forced them off and an early lunch was taken. The delay was almost 3 hours, and when they did return, Warwickshire stepped up a gear. Abel, the skipper, out with no change to the score, bowled by Oliver Hannon-Dalby. Bartlett and Lammonby tried to respond. Quick runs added, and the score headed for 50. They were 4 runs away from that milestone when Yadav picked up his first Warwickshire wicket. Lammonby stumped by Burgess. Cue carnage. Bartlett out in the next over, looping one high down the leg side. A second for Siraj, who had 2 in 2 balls. Somerset reduced to 46 for 5 when Rue was pinned in front by the India seamer. Goldsworthy brought the 50 up soon after, but in the space of 6 balls, Warwickshire had a stranglehold of the innings, and they tightened their grip. Goldsworthy, LBW to Brooks with 66 on the board. Aldridge and Gregory pushed the score on to 82 when Warwickshire found another. The number 8, LBW to Brooks for 6 off 17. Gregory's wicket was crucial. The all-rounder was providing the stiffest resistance so far from the visitors, and crunched Briggs for 6 3 times in a row to push Somerset beyond 100, and his score up to 42. That's where he was when they walked off for a late tea at 117 for 7. A bit better from the visitors, but they still had quite some way to go until they were competitive. Gregory and Davey shared a 50-run partnership brought up after the break by the Scotland international. 4 added, more defiance from Somerset. Siraj got his own back, Davey LBW for 21. Somerset now down to their final 2 wickets. But Gregory moved to his 50. A single off Siraj took him to the mark of 75 balls, with the score 8 shy of 150. Khan was now at the other end, and with the 8th wicket duo, Somerset started to frustrate the champions. The Pakistan international was showing what he can do with the bat, scoring at a rate of more than a run a ball, as Warwickshire saw their dominant position start to slip a little. Bad light halted them on 182 for 8, and no more play was possible. A poor start had been somewhat countered by the gritty and determined innings of Lewis Gregory, and to a lesser extent Zajid Khan. But Somerset would head into day 2 on the back foot, the hosts showing the potency that had earned them the title last year. They'll hope to rely on that to haul themselves out of relegation trouble. A win here over the next 3 days would go a long way to easing those fears.